Question about where I was from and never had a reason. Never had to be in season, never had a whack audience, never saw people leaving. Never thought I'd be invited to your special region. And you ain't never been so excited with letting me in. And it was never part of my practice for you to never listen to whack after people on our track list. They never spit the facts and I'm never the type to hate, but I never congratulate a nigga if he fake. And I ain't saying that I never had an off day, and I ain't saying that I never made mistakes, but I never made the mistake of not learning, and I never made the mistake of not earning. And some people never get it right, they stop growing, never getting open and they light, it stops glowing. And I ain't never tried to hide what's kept inside unless it tests my pride, and then I can never decide. And I've never used never to show so many reasons we got as good of a chance as any. And you ain't never heard nothing like this, but you should never think that this is just what you get. And you ain't never ever heard nothing like this, but you should never think that this is just what you get. You get what you get, you get what you get, you get what you get, you get what you get.
And I was thinking, always, forever, eternity, all of the above, getting thrown around like the word love. And I shrug, knowing that it's kinda hard to say what I will be for always, let alone today. We were raised wondering what we would be as adults. We was always wishing, but most are never living it up. They always at the club waiting for a distraction. You can be at the house putting goals into action instead of always relaxing. I was always high, the bloodshot I got with goofy grins, a facade for what I'm feeling within. Always getting the same results, putting the same thing in. When keeping it real goes right, today I hold tight to the dreams I had on elementary nights. Always till they come again to my offspring. This song be the offering. How will you be responding? I'll never not be the hottest since the prom king on some heavy D. You best believe we got our own thing. For always, I can say with no delay, this is the countdown. People, let me hear you say.
So here's the plan, I'm not a gambling man. You'll grab the battery ram so we can knock down the doors, run right in it, make haste. We only have 4 minutes to assault the fortress before we get surrounded by forces of darkness. Spark this, but I don't wanna take any losses. We might have some casualties, we might lose some heads and a few MCs. Freeze! From out of the blue somebody shouted, but I'm gone like the wind, don't doubt it. I'm not a slave to the rhythm, so I've gotta seize the master tapes, negotiate a better royalty rate, put in my contacts so I can read the fine print in the contracts. It might get ugly and you don't want that. Hit the ground running, stop, drop, and roll. Capture the cats that kidnap the soul. We're taking no prisoners except for the ears of the listeners that we hold captive. Hyperactive, when I rap, kid, my energy's kinetic, moving at a pace that's frenetic. Set it, crash through walls, come through floors, bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors, bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors, bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors, bust through ceilings. Rotonda Street. Yo, kid, get the keys. We gotta see some light within 3 minutes. I heard it from a man, you're getting played by Sony in Japan. Shot, even I ran when I heard it up the streets. Raid the vote and leave the whole place deserted. Careful, cause they got the crazy clever ways to learn it. Duct tape for Wendy Williams with strictly hurting feelings. All the type of lyrics that's appealing. Caught up in the traffic, blueprints for the classic material. A&R killer serial, frontline veteran, scarred without a meddling. Taking all the loot if we're settling. It's an all-out assault on corporate heads. Pull him out the swivel chairs, replace him with the dreads. Sign the dotted line for the finish. Watch it fade away in 4 minutes in the cipher. Do or die lifer, mad lyrics tighter. Peter paid the piper on the roof, there's a sniper. Crash through walls, come through floors. Bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors. Bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors. Bust through ceilings, knock down doors. Crash through walls, come through floors. Bust through ceilings, knock down doors.
Lyrical shaman planting seeds in the city's gardens, reaping crops from the unorthodox styles that we bring. Lucifer himself weeps as my flow creeps into his premises. I am the beginning, like Genesis, gravitating towards angles of acceptance with no benevolence. Check my stance, centered in the lotus, jumping high, landing quick. The sand be thick. If you struggle, you sink. Relax, you float. You're your own biggest hope, so don't forget it. We are currently penetrating your electromagnetic field, plucking straws while eating berries that conceal the secrets to the minds of the collective conscious. My metabolism increases, and so does the world's diseases. Instead of dropping lyrics, MCs are dropping feces. Check your thermometer, the mercury record rising. A lyrical messenger, call me your warner. Bro, my flow reflects the cosmos. It's time.
This is John Nelson reporting for CNN in Washington. Tonight we have a nation in crisis. The situation extends
Radio Cuba, la gente se han librado de la opresión.
The 3 suspects seem to have just disappeared.
Never spit a lyric that's a lie.
Yeah, we seeing eye to eye.
And at the jams, I got my man to the side.
Yeah, we seeing